Complete forecast. Here's KATC meteorologist Rob Perillo.
Welcome back. Well, a stormy period last night, several tornadoes today. The other end of the spectrum, lots of sunshine, nice breeze, nice and quiet the way we like it. And we got a couple of nice days ahead. You could argue for a slight chance of a storm tomorrow afternoon, mainly north of the area, and then a few more storms on Wednesday, but bigger changes toward the end of the week. That storm system that helped produce our severe weather now over in the southeast, another upper level low up here producing the threat of severe weather, tornado watches, flood watches off to the north. And actually this upper low will be dropping southward and with time could enhance our rain chances and try to bring a backdoor cool front through the area. We'll show you that in just a bit. First off, though, want to show you those storms once again. If you missed it earlier, tornadic storms and more than likely EF1, EF2 tornadoes or maybe more. We'll still await the National Weather Service report, but this is the cell right here that produced the tornado that moved on through, and then eventually the same cell moved through Lafayette, but much weaker. A total of 8 tornadic reports as of yesterday, and again the main concentration close to home, Mamou, and then down east of Richard and by the Church Point area, and damaging winds with all of these tornado reports. May have been one tornado, and here up to 9 injuries and 1 fatality, unfortunately, with that storm based on the information we have at this point. Weather Service out here has been surveying the scene, and they'll have a full report coming soon. Can't tell you when, but we'll be waiting on that. Hopefully by 10 o'clock tonight we'll have more information. Weather-wise, nice and quiet tonight with a light and variable winds, fair skies. Frontal boundary off to the north of us becomes nearly stationary, so it's going to be a warm day tomorrow, mid to upper 80s into tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll watch for the possibility of a few storms firing up along this front. This model not showing much at this point, but a little bit more into tomorrow night going into early Wednesday. That frontal boundary is going to keep a little bit more clouds in the area Wednesday and a slightly better chance of a shower or a thunderstorm. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center, after missing yesterday's forecast, we all missed it by the way, is going for a marginal risk of an isolated severe storm tomorrow that could produce damaging winds or hail at about 5%, an isolated tornado at 2%. But going into last night, theoretically, we were well below a less than 1% chance of seeing a tornadic activity, and you saw what happened. Sometimes Mother Nature really shocks you on the way it works. And again, beginning of the loop, you can see generally fair skies now, but the beginning of the loop, we saw those storms moving across the area, and they didn't look necessarily that mean, but they were mean enough with that upper level low. They had a pretty good spin with it. Meanwhile, out in the tropics, we have this tropical storm Arthur here, 50-mile-an-hour winds now moving away from the U.S., so out to sea. But look at this, it does a loop down toward Bermuda. Already a weird-looking season, and the season actually hasn't officially started, but normally you see these guys moving out to the northeast, getting picked up by the jet stream, but that is not the case. Temperature-wise, tonight it's going to be nice and quiet, mid to upper 60s. We'll go about 67 the low tomorrow, pushing upper 80s. Might see a few 90-degree readings, especially toward Leesville, back into eastern Texas, northwestern sections of Acadiana. Milder, more humid tomorrow night, lower 70s. And as we head into Wednesday, not quite as warm because we'll see more clouds and that slightly better chance of a shower or a storm. Tomorrow, another breezy afternoon. It's quiet in the morning, and then the wind kicks up with that sea breeze. So if we were going to hit 90, we would need less of a breeze coming out of the southwest, but nonetheless, it's going to be warm. 67 the low tonight, a lovely evening tomorrow, another nice warm one. It will be breezy as well. We'll go 88 the high. Rain chance 20% or less for tomorrow. 30% we think around Wednesday. Thursday, Friday look good, but look at these highs, mid to upper 80s. Then we get into the weekend, and it looks like we'll see a better chance of showers and storms from the weekend through the middle part of next week as well. So get ready for another wet pattern to come. That's it for weather for right now. We'll be right back right after this.